Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So LSU's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football,
there he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Cook. Past the first down marker and still running. It's a running. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Troy's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Makes the grab, and he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds his big tight end. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good.
Going deep. He's got it inside the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll run it from the gun. Quick step and go. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. They get him a push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Trojans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to the running game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Skips away from pressure. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Slams ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Gives it on the option. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here comes the hurry up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Fights off a defender.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. Looking for room at the 25. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Off play action. Under fire. On target over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Tempo and overdrive. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Cook. Plows through the defense. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Quarterback empties his backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome. but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Temple. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Trojans are on the move. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Back to pass on 2nd down. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Cook.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Rushes on him. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Troy, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans are marching down the field. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off and another empty drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Handoff to the lone back. After 45 on his way. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The give from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Finds his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands, forcing to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Troy
Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Ole Miss.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This one's complete.
It's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they can ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.